thermostats for this.
How's it going? We're out here today at a local reservoir, looking to catch hopefully some crappies, but always lots of catfish and bluegill and things like that to catch in here as well. So got our gear all ready to go. Looking like it's gonna be fun. Dad's gonna meet us out here and we're gonna see what we can do. So I'll catch you when we find some fish. So I just wanted to stop a minute and show you this. This is not something you see all that often here in Northeast Ohio. We got probably a 10-inch ice hole. Somebody had a 10-inch auger out here in a little reservoir that gets down to like, oh, I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet at the deepest. It's kind of interesting. I definitely were all over in here though, so I don't know, maybe they caught something. 18-inch noodle rod, and I've got just a little jig on there. I've got a fish coming up to it. I can see it on the screen. Let's see if he hits it. Got him. Got him. Ah, he spit it. This little noodle rod is kind of hard to get a good hook set. Let's see if we can do that again. I think there's another one down there. Felt like a little catfish. Alright, got it down. There's one down there. I'm getting his attention. So I've just got like a little 18-inch ultralight rod with 2-pound test, a little, I don't know, 16th ounce jig, if that, maybe in 30-second. I'll show you the jig I'm using here after I catch one. Come on. About 15 feet of water. Actually, just drilled into one of the 8-inch ice holes since I have a 6-inch auger. Just less ice to drill that way, because it only froze last night. They were out here last evening or maybe the day before. Alright, see, we're wising up just a little bit. So pound the bottom, pound the bottom, pound the bottom, up, jig it, see if I can get their attention, make them want it. Yeah, nothing so far. If they're down there though, I can see them. It's got their belly on the bottom. That also leads me to believe it's catfish. Hey man, catfish eat too. Get the right size one. Okay, I got his attention. See if I can get him come up. Come on buddy, come on. Alright, here he comes. Hold it. Jig it just a little bit. Hold it. Jig it just a little bit. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, there's 2 of them down there. Come on. Oh, he nipped it. I hit it again. Huh, he left. Might have been a crappie, actually. Let's see if we can get him to come up again. Come on, might have to tip it with a wax worm. Come on up, buddy. Come on. I know you want it. Try just holding it real still. This little jig has some pretty good action when it's just real subtle movements. It's got a little tail on it that really wriggles. He's still down there. Cool, Dad just pulled into the parking lot, so give him a try. He's never caught a fish through the ice before. Slam the bottom, up. Slam the bottom, up. Hold it. I hate to pull it up and check it. They don't seem to be biting it. So I think they may have yanked the plastic down a little bit. I'll have to give it a look-see. Alright. Pull it up, check it. It's still good. Let's tip it with a wax worm. Even the catfish like the wax worms. So for wax worms, I've got this little holder I made just out of a PVC, inch and a half PVC pipe and an 1.5 inch PVC cap. Works great for wax worms. You don't have to worry about crushing them when they're in your pocket. You gotta keep them in your pocket to keep them warm, so works great. See if I got my glove. Ooh, something suspended up high. That was probably a crappie. Looked like a decent size too on the graph. So I use I'll show you guys here in a minute, but I use the 2D sonar. It really you can see the history, so even when you're looking away there for a minute like I was, you can still kind of see what's happening on your graph. This is the flasher, you don't get any history. Alright, I got my jig down there. It's just off the bottom. Got that fish's attention again. He moved around a little bit. It's really slippery out here today. All the snow melted off. It was warm there for a while. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Try slamming the bottom. Down, up. Slam the bottom. You're slamming the bottom. What that's doing is lifting up some puffs of dirt. It's kind of a silty bottom reservoir, so it goes down in there and lifts up some puffs of dirt, makes the fish excited, think there's something going on, some fish feeding or something. Makes them come over to it. Got fairly clear ice, so there should be a decent amount of light down there, even with the overcast skies. Yeah, they just will not bite, will they? Alright, so Dad just got out here, and as soon as he sat down, I told him to sit down and I'm going to go drill some more holes because that fish seemed to move off. Kind of showed up again. He's playing hard to get though. Okay, smack the bottom a few times. See if we can't get him to follow it up. Down there. I think it might be a big crappie. It's real, you know, the catfish in here just come and hit it all the time, but the crappie are a little bit more finicky. They're fished pretty hard around here, summer and winter. Well, I'm gonna pause this again and go drill some holes, and if Dad hooks up, I'll have him record him catching it. So catch you later. Alright, Dad's got the fish on him. See if you can seal the deal. Just hold it still. He moved it a little too much. Lost his tension. Let me show you what we're looking at. So we've got the graph here. That's Dad's jig. That fish came up, not like that, went back down to the bottom. So I love the 2D sonar. You get a history. You can tell. So this unit is a Humminbird 688 CI Ice Edition. You don't need something quite that fancy to get out here and fish. You really don't need anything at all if you want to just fish, but it definitely helps. It makes it easier, especially for newbies like this guy. So you can see that fish is down there. It's that yellow just off the red. The red is the bottom. That yellow is a fish. He's just hanging out belly on the bottom. Kind of keeps coming up and poking his head up and looking at it, but he won't come up and bite it. Sensitivity up just a scooch. And kind of looks like that fish kind of meandered off. So I think what we're gonna do is move holes. I drilled a few more and see if we can't find something other than just this one that's playing with us. So catch you in a bit. Alright, so we got a flag up on the tip up already. I just set it like 2 minutes ago. Wasn't even looking at it. Thinking odds are it's a catfish. Had a decent sized minnow on it for this reservoir. And looks like the spool is spinning, maybe. Let's see when we get closer to it. Be quiet, it's not nothing deep right here. Alright, spool's not spinning, so odds are it's a false alarm. But we've got to get over here and check. The line is sideways, so that's a good sign. I'll let Dad do it since he's not done it before.
It's running?
No, but the line is sideways, so something definitely had it. I don't know if it's on or not. So go ahead and pull it up, grab onto the line, and keep pulling. You never want to hold it there, that'll keep it from spinning. There you go. Grab onto the line so you're not yanking on them with that. Alright, now set it to the side. Now just pull until you feel tension. So either set it off or something, grab it, then let go.
There's healthy minnow.
Still on there.
Might have set it off. He's running like crazy.
Yeah, might have just been the minnow.
Can you see him?
He's just a little tyke on there, but yep. Alright.
He's a little shark.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead and let him down until it's on the bottom. So I'll show you how this works since I got extra hands now. He's gonna let it down until it's on the bottom. You can tell when the line goes slack. Alright, it's on the bottom, so reel it up. Keep reeling about 2 feet off the bottom because you got to set it down in there a foot. A little bit more. Alright, set your flag back down. Okay, and that's how you set a tip up. See if it goes up again. Unfortunately, my battery's going to die, so I don't know how much footage we're going to get from this, but at least you get a little bit of information. He's coming up and investigating. Oh, he bit that one. He's got that one. He's got that one. Get it. Set the hook. Set it. Set it. Got him. Keep tension on it. Keep tension on it. Oh. I told you they like that little jig. He's on the other pole now. He's on the other one. He's gonna bite it. Sorry about the crappy camera work. It's just exciting because Dad's never caught one through the ice. I don't know if it's a little catfish or a real excited bluegill, maybe a crappie, but he's still down there in the bottom. Get that little jig back down there. They love that thing. Oh, oh.
Oh, that was just a pole.
Oh. Alright, so there's the screen. Oh, he's on me. Come on, bite it. I've just got a little Swedish pimple with wax worms on there. There. Oh, he hit that hard. That's definitely a catfish. He slammed it. All right, we hit it again. Come on, guy, hit it again. One more time. Come on. Yeah, they're all over the place. Get him. Set the hook. You got him. You got him. Yeah, it's a catfish. I can tell. He just sucked it in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let him run. Get your rod tip down below that sharp ice. Got 2-pound test on here. Keep tension on him though. Keep reeling. The drag will do its job.
Sitting here editing this, I wanted to clarify real quickly why I had him put his pole below the ice. Because of the 2-pound test and drilling through another hole, there was a lot of jagged ice up on the top, so I didn't want it to, grab on that jagged ice and cut.
There he is. Oh, pick it up, pick your rod tip up. Oh, I hooked him now on the tail. Oops.
Not a very decent one.
No.
Oh, he was just barely hooked. You see that?
Yep, spit it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's your first fish through the ice, Dad. How do you feel?
It's purring.
Yeah, smile pretty. I'll take a picture. All right, look at that. Cool. He's almost a keeper, too.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger. He's just a touch small to mess with, though.
Keep the cat.
I've been keeping cats. They're not bad eating. These channel cats are predators, so. All right, go ahead and release him.
Come on, buddy. Get bigger.
There he goes. Look at that. Nice. Told you. All right, show everybody that little jig because it's hard to explain without showing it. So we got this little Lindy bug jig head in orange and green. It's got little eyes on it and everything. And it's called a pink ballsy. And they just, I don't know why, but fish inhale that thing like crazy. Crappie, perch, bluegill, they love it.
Look how small that hook is. Caught that fish.
Yeah, I know. Little tiny baby, number 8 hook, I think. So 2-pound test. All right. Again, hooked up again. Oh, basically the same one, a little bit more yellow, slightly smaller.
Yeah, it is. A little bit small.
Same little jig.
Yeah, right in the corner of his mouth.
Too much fun. Too much fun. Oh, this one hit really, 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 really hard. Not sure if it's bigger or not, but I see him. I see him. Come on up. Come on, buddy. Come on. About the same. Yeah. Swedish pimple with a minute head.
That's about the same as the bigger one.
Yeah. Hey, cool. Still got my minute head.
He did hit harder than a catfish,
Oh, yeah,
though.
he hit really hard, like a bass.
I think he swallowed it pretty good, didn't he?
Nah, that's right here.
Oh.
All right. Cool. keep fishing. Pretty blue here, got him unhooked and I'll let him go. Go get bigger, little guy.
So here's a gizzard shad frozen in the ice. It's kind of interesting. But what else is interesting is these holes here, ones me and my fiance fished a couple weeks ago. They kind of melted a little bit, then froze back over, and I drilled them back out. So we'll see if it does us any good. All right, everyone, we're back here at the house. Fishing went all right after my phone died. It is what ended up happening. I figured it was going to. We caught a couple of catfish, a couple more catfish. Lost one crappie at the hole, but it was really nice to have Dad catch his first fish. He was pretty excited. Worked out pretty good. Caught most of them on that little tiny jig on 2-pound test, and with the 18-inch noodle rod, I caught about 2 or 3 of them on a Swedish pimple with a minute head, and one with Swedish pimple with wax worms. But kind of tapered off not too long after the phone died, so didn't miss a whole lot. But unfortunately, it's getting real warm here up in Northeast Ohio. It's looking like 40s and 50s for the highs, raining, sunny, rainy, sunny for the foreseeable future. So I don't know if we'll get any more ice fishing in for this year, maybe tomorrow night. Hopefully I get to film it. It was real warm tonight. I mean, it only got down to 38 even after dark, so it's probably about 34 right now. Definitely not going to be making ice, and there wasn't all that much there to start with. So I'm going to include a clip in. Wasn't tonight, it was last night. Went out, was going to film some stuff, but didn't end up seeing any fish, so didn't end up pulling my phone out of my pocket. But I did film the ice quality. I was on a different reservoir than I was tonight because it was really sketchy. So I just wanted to I want to show you guys real quick what sketchy ice looks like, and what to avoid when you're out there. So take a look at this clip here. Okay, everyone, so this is a good learning experience for me and for anybody else watching. First of all, always make sure you have ice picks. They'll save your life. If you fall in, you can use them to get out. So you've probably seen on other YouTube videos, and I'm going to tell you the same thing. So I showed you this ice here, this local reservoir. It looks safe, and I heard a rumor it was safe, but as we get out here, let me flip this around here. So the audio on this clip was just absolutely awful. There was a lot of wind noise and stuff, but basically I was explaining that I left my sled back here to make myself lighter while I was checking on the ice quality. Right there in front of the sled was about 3 inches of ice, and then it went out to about 2 inches of ice, and then it went out to about 1.5 inches of ice, and about 1.5 inches of ice there, about 4 inches of ice there. Where I was standing was about 3-4 inches, and then there was 4 inches of ice, and then right out there was 1 inch of ice. So it got really thin really quickly. The more I looked at it, out there about 50 yards away was open water. So this was definitely very sketchy. Definitely would not recommend being out there. This is just some helpful information, kind of a public service announcement of sort. Just to really be careful when you're going out there, and always take precautions. Don't just run out to your spot. Make sure you're checking, and if something doesn't feel right, just don't do it. I probably shouldn't have been out there at all, but I wanted to check. Learning experience. Thought I'd share it with you.